to the WLTCG podcast, sirs. I am a fucking weeb. Can't you see the big titties on my walls?
They can't. Well, they can see your pillows.
Yeah, they can see the pillows. I got like fucking fuck ton of figurines over there.
That doesn't sound like Sam behavior.
So, again, welcome, gentlemen. My name is Sam. That guy is Sam.
Hello.
And I'm Sam.
He's a black Sam.
Heck yeah.
But we got another week of dumb shit to talk about.
Uh-oh.
You guys ready?
I just pooped my pants.
God damn
I'm just kidding.
That's so childish humor.
Oh, wait, hold up. Sam, you didn't know that the Sam podcast is all about card games and childish humor?
No, that doesn't sound like Sam at all.
Yes, we are now the Sam podcast.
Yeah.
But, anyways, we got, I think, what's like the first full week, maybe like week and a half since the new set released, Alice Origins 2. I can't remember. Time goes by.
A few days.
Yeah. So.
It's been some time.
Yeah, bits of time. We want to talk about the decks we're running and how it's going with our deck builds. With our locals.
Oh, yeah.
And all the goddamn people running Prisia.
Y'all
I'm telling you, man, like right now, it's just the best deck in format. Like, why would I play anything else?
Because
play machines.
You're yeah, do like play.
No. I don't want you coming at me with that. Machines are also a very straightforward deck, but their entire thing isn't I'm going to play a chant or I'm going to just play a bunch of resonators. Their thing is I'm going to find lethal because lethal is always on the table, always.
I can't believe y'all. Y'all are over here running like some little brain, pea brain, weak ass shit. When y'all could be running Valentina.
I've been playing Perfect Loki. How is that weak shit? How is that small brain?
Just run Valentina.
I've tried it. It doesn't work. It's bad.
When you have, her blessings is what I'll call them. When you have blessings that big, you can make anything work.
No, it's like she's such a great ruler late game, but she can't make it that long.
Because you got stupid stuff like Prisia and her friendship. Man, I watched enough Fairy Tail to know that friendship freaking hurts, man. And then you got machines over here.
Wait, is the aggro player complaining about...
No, I fucking love it. I absolutely love it.
Leave my dead Robo-Lolly alone.
Hey, I'm sad too, all right? I'm sad too. And she's not Lolly. She's like, what, 14, 15 years old whenever she dies?
She looks like a Lolly.
Yeah,
that's what people care about for some reason.
You degenerate sons of guns. She could be like 6 feet tall for all we know, to be honest with you.
I mean, she probably could.
Fucking tall is Machina then.
That dude look like he's got to bend through doors to get to him. Especially with that top hat of his. He's just straight gentleman. He just walks through top of the morning, fellas. Oh, look at all this money on my head.
Criminal. Yeah, it's... I don't know. So, I've been running Prisia mainly. Today I ran Perfect Loki. I did okay. I mean, I beat Roderick's Isis. I didn't win against Prisia.
Roll for it.
I'm pretty sure I would have won that match.
You would have won the match? Are you sure? He's probably not wrong. I was the idiot that forgot to put Minerva's in my side. But,
I don't even
something Perfect Loki at the beginning of every single turn. Yeah, I'll eventually win. Eventually.
Hey, but that game 2, though, that was them spicy plays. I'll be honest with you. I wasn't expecting to win that game 2. But
it's only because you topped it that Kaguya. It's only because of that.
Yeah.
I had the perfect plan to make sure.
I'm telling y'all, Kaguya's the strat for that deck. Why would you not play green red?
Fuck you and your Kaguyas and Isis.
I told y'all, look, man.
You should not be able to negate my shit.
And you should be able to make a board that's wider than the Grand Canyon. I don't want to hear jack shit from you.
But anyways,
as you can tell, we're having fun at our locals.
So our locals, we've been getting like consistent 6 to max 8, 10 players if we're lucky.
Yeah, we had 10 wins.
Yeah. But we've been having like a consistent 6-person like base, so I think that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And for the majority of our locals, it's been Prisia and or Melgus. depending on which one. Because at first it was Melgus.
Yeah,
And
but with the new set, it's
Yeah.
been mainly Priscia because it's easy to make. It's a good deck. But the hardest part is just getting some of the cards. But
Yeah.
I was about to say easy to make in terms of like constructing a plan for it, but
Yeah.
not easy to make in terms of
getting
obtaining
the
the cards.
Yeah.
cards. Yeah, but like most of us have extras or a couple extras. So like we were able to help a friend
Yeah.
today make the deck with whatever she was missing, and then I don't know. Like I didn't even end up running Priscia today. So I've been running Priscia. Ooh, yay! So much fun. No, I find it fun, but I don't know. I just don't know how much I love the fact that like the one Priscia that's been winning seems to rely a lot on a single chant, and I just don't like relying
Oh.
on one thing.
The super.
Super
Burn-
Beast Burning Rush.
Yeah.
It's such a good card, but
It
if it
is.
gets canceled, holy crap, you're just dead.
Yeah. That's. I mean, he ain't wrong.
Yeah. So Sam, what kind of Priscia build are you running? Just a typical 4 Sacred Beasts?
I used to run more 4 Secret Beasts, but then I cut it down to is it 3 Hung Long, 3 Chickens, 2, and then 1 Tiger. So I've cut it down a little bit. Think I'm still playing 4 Hot Springs just because it's ramping my counters and it's just good searching.
Yeah. Deck thinning is deck winning.
Yes. So overall, I would say I'm mostly running a counter deck. It was just trying to get counters and then just trying to spam the board, like with like more tokens and more
All I'm saying
tokens.
is you hit 20 friendship counters. It doesn't matter what you roll, unless you roll like 20 strangers. Then that probably matters what you roll.
So draw a stranger deck and recover all of my stones. What else? That's it. That's it.
Damn.
Although I've only awakened Super Beast Rush once. Super Beast Burning Rush. Sorry.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone awaken it against me at least.
It's usually hard, especially against machines. Either you win or you lose beforehand. You don't usually get to make it that far. The reason why I got that far is because I was playing against Val. It was like, I'm this late in the game, top deck. Okay, I'm just going to start playing it. Like, immediately, like, just like top deck into it.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a late game against my deck.
Well, yeah, with Super Beast Burning Rush, yeah, no. You ain't got the time. I mean, when Machines versus Priscia, no one's got the time to do anything, really. It's
I don't think I've ever had a matchup against Priscia with my machine deck that's lasted more than like maybe 25, 30 minutes.
and that's because y'all are both throwing slugs each other's way.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. This is wild.
Like the hardest part, or the part that takes the longest on our matches, is just trying to figure out, can we lethal our opponent the next turn or this turn before we die the next turn?
Dude, that's my favorite thing. Just looking at my opponent every once in a while going, trying to see if I have lethal. Sometimes I'm bluffing. Other times I'm serious. It's always fun to see whether or not my opponent believes the bluff or not.
Yeah.
Because, like,
I don't know, man.
He
This
can't
format
do-
is like all about finding lethal at like high numbers. Like I was talking to Daniel today, and he was like, "Oh, I generally like what's the 3 cost 6/7 pay through life, create a will,
mana transmuter.
mana transmitter." Yeah, he's like, "I don't like that because like it puts me lower in life," and I'm like, "Life doesn't mean shit right now. People are OTKing you from like 3K to like 5K, man. Like I was like, my life's at 2,000. It doesn't mean anything to me."
What was that?
Your Discord.
Discord.
You didn't turn it off, did you?
Your Weeaboo Discord
The
is
computer's
talking to you.
muted though. You didn't, yeah, you can mute the computer separately.
No. I'm just saying I still heard it.
Yeah, we heard it. But it'll be fine.
But also, it might have been picked up on the mic. Because if we heard it, then the mic heard it. Then
Whatever.
if the mic heard
It'll
it,
be
then,
fine.
you know,
Yes.
people can hear it. And then when you take 2 divided by the square, I don't know where I'm going with this. But I do have an announcement to make. Nice segue. Agree? Agree, Sam?
No,
Agree, Sam?
I agree, Sam.
All right. So
the Sams are split.
a nice segue, something I wanted to mention at the beginning, but then we got sidetracked talking about the different decks. We've been doing a lot of playtesting because we have another Vite Ramen tournament happening on March 22nd, which is roughly 3 weeks from today. And yes, I have to shill and I have to promote this, that subtle plug that, here in DFW area at the local game store. Once again, we're going to be smashing each other in with some of the best decks that we can build. This time around, though, Sam is actually going to be playing, and I'm going to be judging. So I'll be your representative for the event, making sure everything goes well, calling foul on any time Sam tries to cheat. But don't worry, Sam will give a fair judgment on Sam and other Sam affiliates. So, all is well. You don't have to worry about that. We'll put a link to the Facebook post in the description. And within the next couple weeks, be expecting some posts from me about some FAQs about the event, such as rulings on certain cards, how we're going to handle certain things that are ambiguous, like with Ouroboros, and how that's going to be handled. So be on the lookout for that. And if you guys have any questions, be sure to let us know, preferably on the Facebook event page, so that way everyone's able to see it, and that can be public knowledge and whatnot. I just wanted to throw that in there. I know some people who are in the area do watch our stuff, so if they haven't seen the Facebook post about that and they've seen this YouTube video, now they know. But I do have a question. What deck do you think is going to win the event?
Where I'm standing right now, probably Priscia.
Priscia.
I can see that.
It's been doing so well, and it's a very straightforward deck. Now, no. I want to try and perfect my perfect Loki to beat Priscia at a very consistently high
I'm
rate.
gonna do the same thing with machines.
But it's hard. I also don't want to tech too hard against any one matchup.
But to be fair though, if that any one matchup takes up most of the field,
But at the same point, do I know that's going to take most of it? Because our locus is this way, but like Houston's coming, probably the TCG scrubs are going to come up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like stuff like that where it's just like maybe half of them will be Priscia, but what happens if I go against like Machina, Adam, Isis? And it's like, well, now we're cutting to top 8 and all of my matchups were...
That moment when Sam plays 3 perfect Loki mirrors in a row. And there's only like 4 or 5 perfect Lokis there, and he just so happens to pair.
And, I mean, that's kind of what happened at the GP. A lot of the perfect Lokis were like stacked against each other.
I just got my ass clapped by fucking IU at our last fight round.
It's like, wow, it's the blue thing. Blue thing smashes you in. Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah. So.
But anyways,
should be fun.
Back to the decks that we've been testing. So Roderick, we have noticed you've been messing around with the spicy new ISIS list.
It is spicy, and I fucking love it. Still has some kinks to work out.
And I fucking hate it.
Don't look, man. All
Don't
I'm saying
kink shame
is
your deck.
kink shame. Nice, man. Isis a dirty girl. Every set she gets new stuff. Every set. And
I should not be playing against a fucking ISIS deck and be worrying about a goddamn Kaguya dropping on me.
Let me put it this way. So some of y'all gotta understand.
I'll be honest, that happened in our second game, and I was like, I knew he played it, I knew he had the stones for it, and it still surprised me. Like, I legitimately played something, and you went Kaguya, and I was like, right, that's a card you play. Fuck.
So like, something y'all gotta realize, and I mean, y'all have realized this, but our viewers might not. I've been in love with Isis since the day she dropped. Like all the years ago, like a year and a half ago, when she came out, I was like, this is the deck I'm playing. And she was trash. She was cool tech, but she wasn't no Keurig. She was definitely not the best red deck in the format. She got trashed on about everything. The second set comes out, and she did even worse. The support they gave her was laughable. They gave her Mott. They gave her, like, just nothing. But Brunhild got everything. That was when Brunhild was like, all right, so I'm somewhat the best deck in format, delete everything. But set 3 was my redemption moment, my man. When they gave me Shu, when they gave me that rune, it was all great. Then we get to DBV, and they just broke my deck. Because they're like, dude, you're like 1 mana, draw cards, and make stones. Here you go. You're like 2 drop 10 2s that swing fast, swing hard, and kill your opponent in
Why
one
the
hit.
fuck does that card draw? Like, out of any card, like, why that?
Because it's godly. Then they hit me.
I swear.
I hate when you go Gali Aura into Aura, into Aura, into
minor.
I'm like, oh, wow. And then you're like, cool, gnarly.
Yeah, so like, I mean...
No. He once went before on tap, Galliora, on tap, Isis, search for an Gnarly, get a moon off of it. It was Galliora, minor.
What the fuck kind of bullshit is this?
Play Isis, play Gnarly those up. And I was just like, how the fuck do I can get rid of like half of your, I was like, I can get rid of a solid 3 to 4 moons. He put 6 of them on the board in a single turn, and I'm like, I can't do anything. What am I supposed to do against this?
So, like, Isis is definitely one of those things where if you know how to use her, she works well. She's definitely not as pick up and play easy as like Priscia. I think Priscia is probably like the easiest deck to use right now.
Yeah.
Uh,
100%.
Machina is somewhat easy. Like I can't deny its difficulty. Like
I think
it's much harder than Priscia for sure.
There's a lot of paths you could take to get to lethal.
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest thing is like making. Perseus is very straightforward. It's like whatever you have in hand, that's what you got to use. Machinas is a lot of. You have the easy implementation of finding whatever you need. It's just you gotta know what you need.
Yeah. It's what do you call it? It's what we used to call Gil. Not just skill intensive, but it's like you have to understand the turns you're in the board state pretty well to use it.
But definitely not like Gil.
No,
not like Gil.
There's not
Like,
gonna be a
not
lot
to-
of decks like Gil.
Not to his like level,
Gil
but
is
the
insane.
idea of you can't just play the cards in your hand and say, "Oh, this is lethal," right? And it's like, well, no. What are you doing? That is not how you play it. But the point that I'm getting at is like with the ISIS, there's some straightforward builds, but honestly, like the straightforward ways other than just slamming all the moon stuff in there, that you should be doing. It starts to get complicated. Like the black builds, I just can't see black and ISIS competing with the shit that's out right now. What I'm gonna do? Look at corruption, one of your cards out of your hand. You're like, okay, I'm gonna play the other thing. And I'm like, right, yeah, I forgot that you have cards in your hand. And then I don't even know if I want to like discard shit that's in his hand, because all of a sudden I know you're not playing it. You hit me with a scrapping build, and this shit hits the fan. But like overall, the green in the deck is good. I think Kaguya definitely should go in ISIS. You have the will for it. Problem I got to figure out now is like how to maintain a consistent win rate against Priscia, because I know it's possible. What hurts is it comes down to, do you have the removal in hand? Yes. Do you have the ISIS in hand? No, you lose. Do you have the ISIS in hand? Yes. Do you have the removal in hand? No. That's gonna be tough. But yeah, if I don't hit the ISIS like on the turn now I'm supposed to drop her, I know I'm losing that game 100% of the time. Especially going into game 2 and 3, they're like, boy, I got this Aaron Dyke in the hand. Drop it. I dare you. I'll play ice. And then like fuck you, Hoel.
Yeah, it's like
How many Iron Dice did you play against me today?
I played like 4 or 5. But it was like, I know whenever I'm facing Roderick's ISIS, I have to ensure that on turn 3 or turn 2, if he has the coin, I have to at least have an erudite and will to play it. Because if I don't,
I mean, like
I lose. Like I start losing speed so fast.
in my first game, like I kept an erudite in hand and had the will up for it the entire game.
Yeah, I don't care if
I
I'm
was
playing
like, I'm
off
just waiting
curve.
for you to play an ISIS, and he never put it down. I'm like, do it. Like,
I
leaving
know y'all
out
well
the
enough.
love.
I'm like, this dude got blue open. Regardless if it's bait or not, I ain't doing it.
I will gladly play off curve to make sure you don't get an ISIS off.
No, like
That's
I
what's so hilarious is that I forgot who was looking at our match, but me and you are people who are known for playing on curve. We sat there, we played off curve so hard because we were just like, you drop your card. Nah, you drop yours. I insist. He dropped his Regalia. I yeet it into RFG. I dropped my ISIS. He Aaron died the effect. And we're just like, all right. So we're just dropping blank bodies now.
Yeah, I was like, turn 1, cool, pass with will up. Turn 2, I should be playing something since I'm machines, but nah, fool, pass with 2 open will.
Then I think our game 1, it went stone pass, stone pass, stone pass, stone pass. And then eventually I was like, all right, I'm going to play this. No, that's what it was. You were playing off curve, and I eventually got what I needed. I was like, ISIS, you're like, Aaron Dyke, you didn't even name the card. You just tapped it through it. I was like, I knew that was coming. Sack Minor, tap 2, Kaguya. And then game 2, I didn't get to do that. And yeah, so I need to read my cards because what's that card called? The Machine Lord one?
Determination of the Machine Lord.
Yeah, I was like, all right.
right.
Yeah, all right, one goes to hand, one goes to grave.
Yeah,
it's on the field.
You fucking like picked up the card, you read it, you're like, okay, cool, you can do that. I'm like, cool.
I'm gonna be
Ultimate
honest
shield
with you,
to field. You're like, what?
The part that I was mainly worried about was the J/Resonator gained speed and +2/+2.
That's how I beat down Daniel. It was like 2 turns straight of that. And me just dropping machines.
And then I saw that, I was like, yeah, okay, I did. And then game 3, Game 3 is a bit of a blur. All I know was at some point you didn't cancel the ISIS enter, and I was like, all right.
I couldn't cancel ISIS turn 3, and it just snowballed from there.
Yeah. So overall, it seems like, at least at our locals, it's a very, oh, did you miss your turn, homie? Answer an F in chat, and then you're dead. It's so sweaty. But, like, even, like, some of the, like, casual decks are, like, so sweaty because, man, your curve fucking matters. I don't know who it was, but someone mentioned that being able to have access to 8 stones in your color. So, like, with Machina, he has 8 blue-green stones. Saying, like...
I only play 7.
I mean, well, yes, but you have access to 8. They're like, oh, well... That's so broken because now you have perfect mana forever. And I'm just thinking to myself, all right, the color consistency is at least your problems in some of the formats we're going to be going into. You need them cards in hand, son, because you can have all them stones, but if you don't hit those right cards and you say those magic words, pass turn, and it ain't a priority strat, collapse. Instant. Fold it. Get wiped. Get smoked. Like fuck Sam. Over here, perfect. I still hate you for game 1. Actually... I'm still mad about that.
How many times did I play for
You
Loki that
you
game?
Loki'd me 5 to 6 times, and one of them was such bullshit. He played his last perfect Loki, and I'm like, I'm safe. He freaking bewildering charmed it back to hand and then played it again. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Like, I'm like, this thing doesn't have to target his pay 3, bounce it back to man. What are you doing? Tap 2, play it at the beginning before
No,
you draw?
I knew exactly what he was doing once I saw the bewildering charm. I was like, I hate you. I hate you. I hate this so
The
much.
Bewildering Charm, but I don't have the wire. No. I'm like, oh, so play it again. Honestly, I was just like, if I had like, I think it was like 1 more mana, I was actually just gonna straight up just play it, like bounce it back to my hand after swing, Judgment, and then at the beginning of your turn play Perfect Loki, punch 1 mana off.
Wait, how many Loki? Wait, wasn't that your last Loki though?
But I threw Loki's Engrave.
Oh.
Oh.
Did you forget about Loki's one of the
I keep forgetting about it. I was so confused when you played Dark Alice earlier. I was like, right, he could play cards from Grave once per turn. Right. Damn.
Yeah. Because like in our second game, I actually got to Judgment. He was like, in response to your enter, kill it. And I'm like, in response, play my Dark Alice. So
it was one of the rare times where I had to Gali Aura for damage without Gnarl's Tip on the field, so I didn't get another moon or draw. I was just like, I'm killing that thing. I knew he was going to flip, and I'll be damned if I risk some giants coming out, even though I was pretty sure he didn't run it. But I'm like that one meme where it's like, Kamehame, I quit. Pretty sure he couldn't do it, but I ain't taking that chance. No.
And that 0.001% chance that he did do it, I die. And I don't like those odds.
Oh, man. But yeah.
Our matchups have been pretty fun.
Yeah.
I've been saying during the last couple podcasts, I've just been playing machines. Like every day, like every other day or so, like I'm messing with the ratios because I just can't get something to feel right.
Mm-hmm.
And right now I'm like 50% chance and like 50% non-chance. It seems to be working out. I feel like I need to mess around with the ratios of the chance, but the deck is still machines. It goes fast.
Oh yeah.
Like there was one turn, like I like playing the one of DSX Machina because of moments where I was like, cool, before untap, I had a fuck ton of counters on Maribella, but I had no way of turning into a resonator.
Oh no.
And like I had like 6 or 7 on Vivian. I'm like, cool, before untap, determination, all machines this turn game +2 in swiftness. Cool. Gwen, eat all my tokens, play Machina.
And just snatch all the counters.
Yep. And just
then
go
here
face.
come Big Boy Fist. Smack.
But again, like I'm still learning the deck. There's a lot of like what we talked about earlier, just finding lethal with the cards you have.
By the way, does determination say machine J/resonators or
Yes,
just J/? Okay.
Machine just.
Ooh.
So
Yo, that Ghost in the Shell deck is gonna be. I don't want to. I want to. No.
I'm really hoping that the Ghost in the Shell is not pure machines.
I hope it is pure machines.
afraid-
They're not going to be pure machine. They're going to be human machine.
No. I don't want every single resonator to have the typing of machine.
But the problem is that I think
I think you might get some human.
we won't see play for the unless they're really fucking good. I could be completely wrong. We won't see the Ghost in the Shell cards see any play until like New Valhalla rotates out because the deck is
mean,
pretty tight right now.
All it takes is some like good cards in SAC to be like, oh, this is straight up a replacement for another card I'm running. Like, could you imagine if there was like a better Gwen in that deck?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Unless they're really good.
No,
Like,
I'm kind of curious. Like, what's the ruler gonna be like?
Oh
I have an idea of who the ruler's going to be. I just don't know his name.
We're gonna get at least a starter deck, so it has to have a ruler.
Him?
Fuck, what's his name? So you watched Ghost in the Shell, right?
Man, it's been ages.
But do you remember the dude that Major works for? I forget his name. He's like an old dude, but he's the head of that squad.
Squad 9?
Yeah, or Sector 9, like whatever they're called.
Oh, whatever it's called.
He's like the head of them, and unless they do something weird, like all the cards have Major on them, and Major's also the ruler, because we do have 2 Majors so far, and the bullshit way they got away with that was like, here's Major, then here's Major with her friends.
And she's
But
weaker.
yeah, but to be fair,
Aramaki, I think is his name.
yeah, that's his name. Now I want to see what that Saito card is going to do, because I know it's going to be some bullshit.
Man, I'm just hoping they're all good.
I wonder if she's gonna get Regalia, or if she's just gonna have like a totally different like style of a deck without Regalia.
Remember those Regali we were bullshitting about when we were talking about Lapis? And remember how we say, oh, they could make it void, but like give him the like primary benefactor for those effects? What if they just did that with almost everything we said, but for like Ghost in the Shell stuff? So like rainbow colors.
No.
Yeah,
They wouldn't. Like I don't think that there's gonna be Regalia. It just doesn't feel like they're gonna push Regalia onto this like random like Vingolf style of a thing. Like, I think she's gonna be her own like machine-esque thing. And I think it's gonna be broken. It's either gonna be like broken like Vingolf 3 kind of was, where it's gonna have like super powerful cards, or it's gonna be more like what we got from the Rhea cluster. It was Rhea, right? Yeah, Rhea cluster, where we got this taboo, Ahamat, and
Oh yeah, I know.
It
Oh,
was
the
not
one that
good.
got all the support.
what is it? The only thing that was good out of that was the Blazer, I think, right? Was it Blazer?
Yeah, the black blazer.
Yeah.
Because like he discard on entered.
Yeah. Your opponent discards on enter, and you get a maybe. All I know is that
You
got a
get some
count-
form of
he-
counter.
He got a single +1/+1 counter, and he could remove himself from combat.
Yeah. Right.
So
Or is
let's
it
see.
removal?
Sorry. He removed the other thing and himself.
Yeah.
If he was, I think it was.
If he was
If
blocking.
he was blocking only.
Yeah, it's
like-
been a while, but I think
Like,
that was
if
the
this
only
is
card
blocking,
used.
you can remove it.
I know Roderick was messing. Oh no, it might have been Daniel that was messing with the Sylvia from that starter deck, just trying to ramp up counters for it.
I had plans to do that at some point, but
I did
it
that
just
once
never
or
worked.
twice, but it just.
It was, but that's like the only other card I saw play.
We
I
tried
mean,
that
you
was
can
at
see play
locals.
now, but we don't have it in standard anymore.
Yeah.
I did go to look up the Ghost in the Shell thing. Now, there aren't any Regalia in the starter deck. I have no idea what cards are in the set.
Like the other thing that surprised me about that is the fact that the set is so large.
How many cards is in
And it actually is a pretty big set. That's basically a main set.
It's a main set minus like maybe like 10 to 15 cards, which is like when you're talking about like
That is
80 cards. That's not a big portion. It's basically an entire. It's a normal structure deck plus then basically an entire set.
I was expecting like a mini set.
That's what everyone was expecting. And then when we saw the numbers, like
Unless some of those normals, rares,
Like-
and SRs are cards from the
Wait,
starter
are
deck,
they
but I don't see a reason to do it.
reprints?
we
But
don't know.
There's no cards you could really
Because,
reprint into
like,
Ghost in the Shell.
There's 13 SRs in that set, and then in the next main set has 18 SRs. So if you do that, it's missing 5. So it's missing like at most a third of the S. No, like what am I saying? Not even a third of the SRs. Are
But for
missing.
the ruler breakdown for the starter deck, obviously one ruler. There's 8 different kinds of resonators. There's 2 kinds of chants and 2 kinds of special magic stones with 2 basic magic stones in there as well. Well, actually,
These would have to be new magic stones, right? Because
Well, actually, there might be 3 special magic stones in here.
Yeah.
Actually,
Some
there
people
is.
like talking about it, and it's just kind of weird.
So under special magic stone, it says there are 2 kinds that have 4 cards each, and then there's 1 kind that has 2 cards.
Oh yeah, some people were estimating that that might be something close to like a true magic stone.
yeah,
Potentially, yeah.
because we should be getting all of our dual stone reprints throughout just the main core sets.
Yeah. So this one's probably gonna be like one that just does void for machines or
Yeah.
something.
Or what if one of those stones said, tap, produce any color, play this ability only if your ruler has no attribute?
Oh, what if we get a card that
Maybe.
searches a card with no attribute?
No, you will never get there should never be a stone that searches something.
Well, maybe not a stone, but like a resonate or something.
Okay, resonary, yeah. Like I'm
So
okay
what
with
you're
that,
saying,
but,
let's
like, we're
bring
talking
back
about
resonance, but for void.
resonance.
Yeah, resonance, like when a stone of a certain kind hits the field.
Oh, then you
Oh,
trigger an
yeah, yeah,
ability.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now I remember
Did you
that.
forget what resonance was?
No, I just didn't know what context you're talking
Oh,
about.
Yeah.
So I was just like, what?
I was like, don't ever forget Prisia 2.0.
Of course I remember Prissy 2.0. Do you remember Ahamat?
No? The fuck?
There was a ruler around that time that
Wait,
wasn't
it wasn't
Prisia?
green? Oh, right, he wasn't green.
No.
He pretended to be green, though.
He was black, white.
Black, white, and then like everyone just played in red though,
Yeah.
with blue.
Oh, steam explosion. Well,
Forbidden knowledge or whatever.
Forbidden Knowledge, the one that lets you look at the top 5 add 2 to hand.
right,
There's
yeah.
also you would
You
play
mean
World
Ancient
Flame
Knowledge.
Summoning. Yeah,
Yeah.
Ancient Knowledge.
Ancient
Yeah,
knowledge.
he's right.
Yeah, bro, I missed that card.
I think
Bro,
I have
flame
the
summoning.
core built.
Dude, yes. Why did I forget that card exists? It was one of my
I
favorites.
loved Turbo World Flame.
Dude, I love doing that too.
I'm just like,
oh,
hit your
man.
face, hit your stones.
On that note of red and blue, our rulers for the next set have basically been confirmed to be, surprise, surprise, Arla. Wow. Rezard. Wow. Now this one is a wow. Reflect, refrain.
I was not expecting Reflect.
I wasn't
Refrain.
expecting it. It's not the most surprising thing because
Yeah.
Reflect Refrain came out in the second set of Alice, so they were there. So it's not too weird, but at the same
But we were
point,
thinking about like, okay, they're gonna take black and white and put it together because set 1,
yeah.
Yeah.
red, white, blue, green, blue, green, white, black, red, blue.
But the problem with this
What?
one was the fact that they're like, this one is green white. This one is green black.
Yeah,
They already share a color.
true.
And like the colors were missing. Black white is of course one of them, but a lot of people are like, well, like we kind of gotta see like a red. What hasn't red gone with yet? Blue. That's the only color. Yeah.
Throw it in.
RR is red blue. Why is RR red blue? That
don't
brings me out
fucking
to the
know.
next segment. Why the fuck is it blue?
Do
Sorry,
you
why
wanna
the
know?
fuck is it red?
You want to know
No,
why?
no, okay. So I just want to tell the listeners. So red, Reflect Refrain was green
Yes.
as a ruler, as a.
Shift
Then it
up.
was a shift card as green that goes into white.
Yes.
And it would blow up the entire board, which I always thought was weird. But anyway, and then that's it. Now it's red blue. You want to explain it to me? You want to hit me up?
All right.
There's absolutely no reason.
So before I start talking about
weak
that,
point.
let me just go look at some. Okay, well that told me nothing. All right, so there is nothing in the lore, as far as I know, that directly tells us what color affiliation Reflector Refrain have. In fact, technically they don't have a color affiliation. So
I would say
Reflector-
they affiliate with green.
So
They're most
From
commonly with green, but
lore-wise.
technically they're never like rewriting laws is their
Yeah.
card, and rewriting
Yeah.
law literally goes, I can do whatever I want.
so
Rewrite the laws.
this is vaguely, some people might be watching this and think like, oh well, actually, but this is just a basic rundown. Reflect and refrain represent the beginning and end of existences, and so they are part of the Wanderer Brigade, which is led by Adalbert. Adalbert took them in, and they're kind of like his
Ooh,
proteges.
Aldebert was red, so now they're red. Ah, it makes sense now.
So, well, I mean, one of them is red. So then we
Do you
have
remember
to
which one's red?
reflect.
Correct.
Yeah. I was like, reflect is boy, refrain is girl.
Little boy, little girl. That's why Alice has those two races,
Yeah. I mean, Alice was a little girl before as well, I believe.
but not a little boy.
Yeah, now that starts to get weird.
A
but,
lolly and a Shoto.
but, so the red is actually more explainable than the blue. The blue is what I'm actually.
The blue, like to me, I agree with you. Like red makes more sense than blue, but at the same point, refrain has always worn something that's blue, like an icy
Right.
looking color. So blue
I
would
mean,
make
to
sense
that
for.
note, reflect has also worn red clothes.
Yeah.
Well, wears red clothes.
Well, it's like a red-ish, but mostly green. Now this time it's wearing red. So like the only thing I really want to be somewhat from the old RR is I want them to still do with counters, and I still want them to be able to flip.
Are they going to still have the same
this is
regalia
gonna sound weird.
with different effects?
So if you look at the art, there's actually like they both have their hand out, and there's a little tiny ball of like magic.
They're just gonna call it orb. No,
Yeah, yeah. And so instead of change the world orb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So instead of change the world
Change
orb,
the world orb of illusion.
it's probably just going to be like world orb or like chaos orb or something because it looks like chaos to me. It was just
there
like it was like red and black.
Mhm.
So it's probably just going to be orb, like you said, something along those lines. But like I'm so excited because I want to play orb again. I want orb back. I know it's gonna be the same orb, but it's gonna be a cool orb.
At least this one won't be banned.
Yeah. That's what I actually brought up with some people. I was just like, I want there to be orb back so that way I can stop pestering the Wander community to unban my orb.
She's like, just give him a shit.
So they're like, oh, it's broken. Reflect Refrain hasn't seen any play because it's not good enough. I need my orb back. Give it to me, please. Please, I beg of you. Please.
So
I don't care how strong it
something.
is.
So
need it.
something I actually thought about is there's another idea that I popped up into my head, and it has to do with the life cycle of the universe. So at the beginning of the universe, things were hot, things were warm, lots of energy. The
Oh,
projected
so
death
at
of
the
the
end of the
universe
uni-
is supposed to
okay.
be cold, no energy,
Yeah, because all the stars have gone out.
and then reflect, beginning, refrain, end.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
So they're gonna start dropping suns on people. That's lit.
Oh,
Yes.
Jesus
So
Christ.
couple thoughts
Moon
about
support.
reflect.
Here we go.
So reflect refrain. I'm pretty sure they're still gonna deal with counters. I'm pretty sure they're still gonna flippy flip. So I'm really happy about that. I don't know, of course, but I hope. I can only hope. So a couple notes on that. First off, I think that their entire deck style is just gonna be a very like stall burn, where it's like I'm gonna constantly stop you from.
I wouldn't mind seeing that. Oh, I want to see a good burn deck.
No.
Yeah,
A stall
Yeah.
burn where
like
it's just,
a actual
like
burn
like
deck.
like what there was that one Charlotte deck that would just like stall
I
until they
remember
killed you.
that.
What was
Yeah.
it called? Fog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm pretty sure we're gonna get something like that where it's just like fog,
Now-
kill you, and you're like, what? What
Out
is
of all the
happening?
BS that I say I like for red to have, I don't know if I feel comfortable with red having a fog effect.
No, okay, I want it to be very specific to like refrain, where it's like, okay, I flip, and then like this turn you don't. Do.
Okay, so if
Like-
if it's the blue part doing that, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I don't want it on the front. Like I want it to be
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm going to judgment someone early, but you can't target this thing,
Hmm.
and all it does is just stop your resonators from dealing damage. And it's just like, okay, like so I don't really get a lot of stones. So then I have other abilities that give me stones slowly. I don't want a bunch of fucking stone ramp again in my fucking game. 'Cause I hate that stuff. Gretel, fuck Gretel, love it. I
Soul?
hate it.
Gretel.
But at least Soul was like mono stones. Gretel, hey, is it green?
You know-
Put it here.
Yeah, you're like mono stuns until you're fucking flickering them in
Oh,
all
should
the
I
time.
put that ancient ruins in my deck? The one that says, "Look at the top, reveal top card of your
Yeah.
magic stone. If it's a win magic stone, put into the field."
I've considered every so often putting it on the deck, but I just
Yeah.
never found a good reason to do it.
'Cause
And
it's
now,
too
once
slow.
we get green white, I'll fucking do it. I'll fucking do it. Because like with green white, I'm just gonna be canceling stuff, so I'm just gonna be like sitting there just being like pass. My
Dude.
turn, call for stone, pass. So like hell yeah, I want more stones.
Stone.
Hold on, I
So,
got-
so now
gotta
instead
look up
of
something.
going one cancel of an automatic ability and one cancel of a spell, I can now go Kaguya, cancel the automatic. And you're like, where'd you get all these stones? It's like, don't worry about it. Hey, I'm out of stones. Turn 5. I'll kill you. Or
I
turn 6.
just saw something.
What's
Murder.
up?
What if at some point we get Kaguya's Moonlight Butterfly?
Moonbeam butterfly.
Moonbeam Butterfly or whatever.
Okay. We can get something like it. But we can't get that card because that's in Lapis.
Yes.
Can't get it as a reprint.
Unless Kaguya comes in at some point.
I mean,
Still
they
from
could-
Lapis. You can't
I mean,
get Lapis cards.
What if they printed it? What if they printed it in Rezard? Nah, that'd be an Arla card.
No.
That
I can
would
see
be-
Rezard being like something close to like planning beans.
Yeah.
Wait,
I think it is called Planning
bro,
Beans.
I bet Rezard's gonna get like a command of life and death.
I could dig it. He has to deal with Grave Resurrection.
You can't.
I'd be
tell me
kind of
it's not
disappointed
gonna
if
get
he's
a
not.
command of life and death.
Something like it, yeah.
Like, would they do a 2 cost that lets you get a 3 cost, or would they do a 3 cost that lets you get a 4 cost?
I can see a 3 cost. It's gonna be modal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
It's
what I'm
gonna
saying.
be modal. So it's gonna be a 3 cost that can get you. If it's since it's gonna be quick cast probably.
If
since
it's a
they're all
modal,
quick
it
cast,
may be a 3
If it's
cost.
quick cast, then I can see 3 costs, but it's quick cast. So and you go tap, tap Regalia, tap 1 stone. I get a 3 cost out now.
But if it's sorcery, it should grab a 4 cost.
Okay. 3 costs or less, or 4 costs or less if it's darkness. So at least put some limiting factor on it. Because I can agree with 4 costs or less, but it has to have some kind of limiting factor.
Yeah.
Oh no! You know how like every time we look at those cards, they have like a very last effect, and that last effect has extra stuff. Like all the times that people ask, so I can put a resonator into play no matter what mode I
fucking
choose.
hate. I get that there's confusion, but like it's a semicolon that separates things. Periods mean nothing. Besides, it's a different sentence.
I feel your frustration, but the point I'm trying to get at is, how do we break Rezard's chant in that way? Simple. Search your deck. Like the last mode is search your deck for up to 3 cards and put them in your graveyard. Shuffle your deck. You may choose a resonator with total cost 3 or 4 or less and put it into the field.
You think those are 2 different choices?
No. I'm going to
What?
break
you
the game.
You want that as no. You do not get-
no.
We're trying to make Rezard
No.
tier 1, bro.
No. Rezard
Okay,
needs to keep
okay.
up with Persia.
And that's how you do it.
If you can still have Death Sight's effect to bring it back into hand, which he actually does have Death Sight in the art, which I
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
To bring it back, then yes, having his modal spell be able to like pitch like 3 resonators and then a Regalia. So then that way it's like, okay, well activate this thing, pitch 3 RFG 3 resonators, I get my Regalia back. So that way pseudo gets you the Regalia to hand.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe if it does this, if you RG 3 resonators, it goes to board instead.
Yeah.
So then that way it sets it up to board, but then you're still RGing 3 things, blah blah blah, whatever.
Deck Nina's deck.
I
went
know
in.
we're talking about Rezard, but I think Reflect and Refrain are going to use tokens.
Tokens or counters?
Tokens. Because remember, we're getting 3 different kinds of tokens in the new set.
Do you think
I
that's
still think Rezard's going to get 2 of those tokens.
I mean,
Fire,
that's always
Water,
possible.
Steam?
Well, no, I'm saying like we could have angel tokens, some sort of zombie token, and an orb tokens.
What are these? Ooh, what if they're like is it treasure from Magic?
Oh, the little treasure chest things, the new artifacts.
Is that
Or they're not new,
you
but they've
tap to
been-
draw. So you tap banish it to create a mana?
Food tokens.
No, it's not food. There's a treasure token.
Oh no, the food token is sack
or
it
is
to
it-
gain life, or and sack it to. I think it's
Just type in like.
yeah. Food tokens are sack
I'm
gain
pretty sure
life
they're just
or
called
sack to produce
treasure
mana.
tokens or something.
But they do have treasure tokens that
Yeah.
I think they draw a card or produce mana. I could be wrong though.
I'm pretty sure it's create a mana.
Oh no, because it used Gilded Goose to sack tokens to make mana.
Add 1 mana to any color.
Okay.
Sorry, 1 mana of any color. I
Yeah.
guess I read that. Yeah, so like it could be something like that, but like a lot of the effects that I've seen from Magic has like it can just create them, or there's sometimes where it's like, or your opponent pays 1 to stop you from creating. And I can see something like that where like R&R. Ooh, it could depend on the side you're on. If you're on the ruler side, you get to burn a resonator. J/resonator. And then when you're on the refrain side, you get to like bounce something. Stall and burn.
What, you banish it to do the thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
tap banish it. Or like tap.
I think it'd be like addition
maybe
tokens.
maybe we're gonna get something like Kaguya, where it's like tap so many of these things, do this thing.
What if they just start producing Will?
That's what I'm saying. At what point, is this like?
Oh, like how Orb
I would say
had
it's
different
broken, but
effects?
fuck you. ISIS does it. I should be able to do it too.
Hey.
All you have to do is literally just have refrains say while you're on the side, your tokens get to do this. So let's say maybe your tokens,
Oh.
maybe on the front side, you can create you play this regalia, like a red or blue regalia. You can put 2 orb tokens. You can tap an orb token while you're on the front side to deal 100 damage to target J/Resonate. So it's not a lot. I can ping something, but it takes a while. I can kill another Thotep. Okay, woo, it banishes to prevent when the damage is.
But that'd be kind of weird because that'd be the only ruler that has an activated ability. Well, besides, it's 4 options.
It's not an
around
activated
it.
ability. I'm saying it's giving those tokens that ability.
Oh, okay. I thought you
I'm
meant
not putting
on
activated abilities.
Yeah.
No activated abilities. It has
Ooh.
this.
What else it could be
Oh,
is
but
that
then again, you're right. No other ruler has a continuous ability like
so
that.
something that they could do is the front side is all about getting these token orbs out. So you're doing effects that get them out, and then when you flip, you basically cash in for effect. So the whole goal is playing your deck. They're cashing in. You're like, all right, so now I can kill you. What judgment?
No,
Dead.
that's what I'm saying. Cash him, and it could be somewhat like what K4 was, where it's okay, well now that for hers, now you have 5+ treasure items, and then because you have 3 or more, you gain barrier. So it could be R just cannot go into battle and has no stats, but she can still get bloody breaked. No. If I have 3 of these, you can't target her.
Mm-hmm.
She's just, or maybe just straight up just be unaffected because I don't really want her dying.
Now, it's going to be a very, very bad day for us when we flip that card over. And it's oh, it has stats. Oh, it can
I
fight.
don't want it to fucking have stats. I like it when it can't battle. I like it because it can't battle. Because it's just sitting there, and then you're
He
I'm
also
going to deal
liked Fox
500, and
because
then
it
I'm just
couldn't battle. That's why they were on that bullshit.
No. If you can give it stats like K4 was, I can agree with this.
Well, yeah, at the very least, give us.
Or if you have
Give it-
X amount of orbs.
So, yeah, it becomes 500 times the number of orbs you control.
Holy shit! If I can
What?
get,
No.
whoa,
Make it
Whoa,
like
hell
100.
yeah.
Make it like
Dude,
100 or
okay,
200,
all right,
depending
hold
on how
hold
hard it is to get orbs.
I actually don't want to hear whoa, my moons. I can go from 0 to 9. If you give me the right cards in hand and the right amount of stones, I can go from 0 to 9. Priscia goes.
But Priscia's
Friends.
+1/+1 to yes, all of them. But you need the regalia. If she's just I'm gonna flip, and now my stats are 5 times these. I'm a 50,000. Fight me, and you're
But
I don't
see,
like this.
The thing is,
I don't
it
like
all
this.
depends on what Reflect is doing on the ruler side. Because if it's just,
Yeah.
wait a minute, oh my god, we've been looking at this art the whole time. So I'm oh, you go Reflect, Refrain. They're both on the same image, which means that they're both going to be on the J ruler side. Which means that we're probably going to get some even more
No.
degenerate
What if
shit.
it's a ruler that doesn't flip?
You got me there. But I feel like they would.
No. So
I feel like
there's
they-
one thing that I've always wanted Force World to do. I don't think that they're ever gonna do it. I want a ruler
No.
that. Okay, what am I gonna say? Huh? It's
that
technically
you
a-
exchange from outside the game? 'Cause
No.
You mentioned that idea.
No.
before.
Because I mentioned this idea specifically, I think, with RR before. But with anyone, I wanted this. I want one
Be
to
warned,
go.
good sir, I have a sword.
I can start with a ruler, right? I
Yeah.
judgment into a ruler.
Hold up 1 second. Hello? Yeah, I have a Sam that needs eradicating. Yeah, he's on that
Got
bullshit
this.
again. No, wait, I think, would they have to rewrite some of the CR to do that? I think, yeah,
Yeah,
they
they
actually
would.
would.
No, but we have a J ruler that judgments into a ruler.
What J ruler judgments into a ruler?
K5.
Time spinning, yeah.
That's when you witch.
Isn't she a J ruler on her third side?
I Is she?
I'm pretty sure she's a J
Oh yeah,
ruler.
technically
Because she's a colossal J ruler.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Y'all trying to bullshit me?
Because she acts just like a ruler. He's like, once I flip, I can't go back. Like, I'm just gonna sit here.
K4 acts like a ruler too. She goes, I'm a judgment. What are your stats? Yes. How did you know? And you're like, I'm a minus your board, become 15.
She can battle at some point. Like K5, it's just like I'm a J ruler, and you're like, what? It's like I give you a continuously really good ability. Can you fight for me? No. What is your purpose?
I ain't gonna lie. I did like, for that brief moment, playing orbs with K4. Did you ever do that?
I did Fox.
I mean, you can do that too.
Fucking degenerates.
Dude, Fox is great because like they're like, oh, you get to recover
Really?
if
Fox
it has.
was great? I
No,
never knew
no. The fact that like, oh well, you only get to tap for stone, or you can tap to send back your killing stone. No. Tap, put back killing stone, recover it, put back killing stone, recover it, tap for stone. Hey, look at that! I hit a killing
And
stone,
y'all
guys.
wonder why I bully Sam with moons. It's because he's been bullying me for the first 2
Sam's
years
a
of my
fucking
experience.
bully, man. He's a bully of out.
He's like,
all
you
of-
shouldn't be
out of
able to do
Sam's.
that with moons. You shouldn't be able to drop that bullshit on me with Fox.
But you had
Redemption.
multiple mana. You gain 9 fucking mana in one turn.
Yeah, but at least I don't turn my stone deck over and go, all right, turn 2.
You can do that turn too. You've hit what? I think the max I've ever seen you hit is 8 moons. Turn 2.
Man,
Flip over
I
stone
had a
deck is
god
too
hand.
powerful.
But hey, at least it was like a successive chain of create, use, create, use, create. Nah, your bullshit is like, put this thing in, 2 new free.
Which means
sources
it's really
of
easy to stop. You go. I'm gonna stop that one enter. That's it. Like I don't get my stones.
Okay,
Congrats.
how are we stopping that enter back then, Sam?
I'm trying to think of lapis cluster stuff. Abdul.
I tried that before. You want to know what happened to my fucking Abdul? He got yeeted. What card was that? There was a card that every time I saw Abdul, I know it's right.
Sureblade.
Before it
Fuck
got banned, yes.
Sureblade.
But no, sealing the gates.
Right afterwards,
Oh,
during Raid
man.
Cluster.
Because they're like, dang,
Se-
we
I
need a new
remember
way to deal
sealing
with
the
Abdul.
gate.
And the mad lads started going, sealing the gate. And all right, now I'm going to continue with my excursion.
I'm gonna play this in response to that. Sealing the gate. Continue. He's like, stop for a second, get my stone, tap it, kill that thing. Sorry, RFG it. Put my thing down now.
Yeah, that was a RFG, a Darkness Resonator, right? Yeah. For 1 white.
So
oh,
it
right,
was
we do
put in the
have that
side.
Knight at the Round Table that can do the same
Yeah.
thing.
And
So,
then
do you
tax.
think we're getting an Abdul effect next set?
Yes.
I hope
I
so.
could dig it.
Especially since we got
Rizard.
yeah, Rizard could do it.
Yo.
But since we got the Nameless Knight, which is really good resonator, I think that we're gonna eventually get something that says like either your opponent has to pay for it to activate. I don't know how that would be worded. It'd be worded really weird, or it just has an Abdul effect where it just says no. Just
Or
no.
what did they have to pay for autos since we have one for activates?
Yeah, no, like
Yeah.
that's
They
what I
can
mean.
also
Like,
do like a black resonator that says regalia your opponent controls that enter the field don't activate their ruler effects or something along those lines.
ooh, you could just say like we could get something like shackles, but instead of being activated abilities, it says like your opponent's ruler cannot loses all automatic abilities or something like that.
Yeah, something like that as well.
Words. I don't know how.
Basically
wordings
word
work.
it so that way you playing regalia repeatedly does nothing.
Yeah.
And
No,
there
but
are
if we're
lots
gonna
of
get that,
answers to
it's gonna
it.
be with Lapis. Let's just be honest. Lapis will do something like
I
that.
can see that in Lapis. I can see Rezard sneaking that in.
Yeah, like it could be something like where they're like, "This is Lapis's resonator, but it's in this set," kind of thing. Where they're like, "Hey, Rezard's bought some power from Lapis or something." I don't know.
Now imagine this, because I don't know if Reflect Refrain be a wanderer in this set.
No, little boy, little girl, or little twins. Meta.
I'm trying to think, because they're ancient and old, but they're also doing weird stuff with the story. Would you be surprised to see that they're part of the 12 protective deities?
I don't think they will be.
How is it put? I wouldn't deny it. I think that it could happen, especially if they have to do with Red Regalia, because then that way you play Lennis.
Lennis, cares
But how
about
many
white
people
regardless.
know?
No.
Hold up.
Linus Caduceus is what I meant.
Oh, okay.
So that way you can start, do activated abilities.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
But how many people would know that Reflector Frame is in this world right now? Because, like, are they going out and, like, people are seeing them? Because it wouldn't make sense to have a deity
Are you
that
just
no one
walking
knows
around
of.
going, "Hi, sir, we can end your planet." What?
Well, they protect the deities. 12 protective deities. Like they're deities that protect you. So like they don't have to be around. I don't know at this point. Like probably not, but it's technically a possibility. There's just some weird stuff going on, and honestly, like I just
But
don't
this
understand.
does-
Are we
mean
ever
that
going to
we
get
j-
the rest of the deities now that I think about it?
Where's our 5 heroes? Haha.
We got, what, 3?
Honestly, I don't really care about the 5 heroes anymore. They're long gone. But those 12 protective deities.
We've only seen 4
Why
of the
didn't we see
5
one?
heroes, and then
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah, you're right.
4?
We didn't see
4.
one this hit.
Alice.
I
I never
hate
said
that.
there were 6 of them. I said the 5 heroes. That's a race.
Technically, we could in this cluster get 7. And they could just be like, well, this one died, so we replaced it with this one. And we're like,
Yeah.
what? And it's like, RR is combined as one person. And you're like, that's not how this
Oh
works.
my God, RR is gonna be. They're the last 2 5 heroes.
They're like, guys, we have them.
No.
They're right here. No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either. 5 heroes you control cannot be destroyed.
No. The true meta game, the true outside play is if you go Resident and Arla are 5 heroes.
Ooh, /7 kings. Ooh.
Would that happen?
Broken.
Probably not. Is it possible? Fuck it. Anything's possible at this point.
Also, I would like to point out. So brace yourselves, everyone, because I don't like this either, but I know it's gonna happen.
Then shut the fuck up, Roger.
We're getting 3 rulers.
Mhm.
One of them's not gonna be like the other 2, and only one of them isn't gonna be like the other 2.
Because one of them is going to be a check.
2 sword art users.
Yes, right. No, like, I don't deny it.
Well, here's the way I should better put it. If Reflective Refrain aren't using mage arts,
What the
I'm gonna
fuck?
be very mad.
Why should
Very
we, like,
mad.
Arla uses mage arts, Reflector and Refrain use the swords, and you just see them, like, pull out, like, daggers, and you're
I-
like,
alright,
stop this.
Arla has to be a sword art.
Okay,
because
now I
the-
just want to see
our-
fan art of RR, like, holding, like
You've
little
never
tiny
seen
knives.
them hold swords before?
No,
No, I just really want to see, like, fan art of, like, holding daggers, and, like, someone's like, put down the daggers, like little
fuck it,
kids.
give them moon arts.
It's like, hey, little boy, little girl, what do you have? And they turn around with fucking swords, and you're like, stop
Oh,
this,
you're
put it
right.
down,
They
put it
get
down.
sun arts. No, I'm just kidding. But I mean, they've held swords before in Severing Winds.
What if their orbs are moons? Fuck it, they're moon art users.
No, I'm said they're. Wow. I'm just waiting for them to release a card that says moons
No.
you control gain the ability to tap for moon. And I'm gonna just sit here like.
I cannot wait for this. I'm so fucking happy. At least finally I get to go like you mana ramp your token moons. I mana ramp my token moons. Let me see which one's better. Yours probably because I can only create moon. But if I get really good moon cards, like I can wipe your fucking board, I can just get that thing at quick cast speed, I can kill you.
I was about to say, what's Rezar gonna be like? There's no way he could be sword arts. And I'm like, wait a second. Prissy has a fucking claw and she uses sword arts.
Yeah,
If
he
it
has,
slices and
he has a
dices-
blade.
Yes.
Take a claw, make it bigger. There's a scythe for you.
No. Watch
Wait,
it.
I don't think
no,
this-
no. His scythe is just a really fancy staff.
This is a staff with a sword at the end. Sword arts. And you're like, that's not the
No,
sword.
it's
and
a
they're
major
like,
art.
it's like a sword. It's like, no, it's not. It's like, it kind of is.
So, have y'all watched that Fate spinoff series called El Melo's Case Files or something like that?
I've seen parts of it here
So
and there.
basically, there's like a fake saber, and she has a fake Excalibur, but it's a scythe. So
Oh, yeah.
she's
Jesus.
actually really adorable. I like her.
Yeah.
What was her name? Like Gray or something like that?
Great.
Yeah, I need to watch that. But yeah, it's... Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to be Reflector Frame as the major art users, and Arla and Rezard. And in case anyone's wondering, Arla's going to be white-green. Rezard's going to be green-black. We're so surprised. Ooh, la la.
Damn, it's almost like we didn't see this coming.
It's almost like we saw it coming since set 1. Literally set 1, we're like, so Arla's going to be this, Rezard's going to be this. We don't know about the other ones. And then we saw them, we're like, okay. Arla's going to be this, Rezard's going to be this. We're still the same thing. I think Rezard is the only one that I thought might have been white, but it was very like a passing thing where we're like possibly black white, probably not. Black green makes more sense. Correct.
Yeah. The only way he would have went black white and for it to make sense is if there was someone else that needed green white and it made more sense for them to have it.
You mean green black?
Oh, you're talking about Rezar? Well, yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
I meant for Arla.
For Arla, yeah.
Yeah, like Yggdrasil, for example. If I had to look at Yggdrasil versus Arla and say who would be more befitting of green white, that's a hard sell. I would have to go with Tree because it's
No, tree's just mono green. Also, I really want us to actually like. I agree with you. I want us to get a Yggdrasil in the last set. I want to be only one-sided, so it's just a ruler. And I also want to look. I also don't want it to be like a tree. I want it to be more like the spirit, like sprite-looking thing. It's gonna be a tree though. We're gonna get tree 3.0.
Because the
what
little
is it gonna
cute
do?
Yggdrasil, I don't know if that was just an amalgamation because Rhea had to recreate her and she was just like, I don't want to look at a freaking tree. Boom. Or if that's what Yggdrasil.
What are you thinking of now?
So, Yggdrasil looked like that in Winds of the Ominous Moon. Magna brought Yggdrasil over to this world. As far as I know, he said he brought it over here as a sapling. But that doesn't mean that he brought it over here as a plant sapling. He could have been referring to it as just a young Yggdrasil. And Yggdrasil could straight up just look like that and grew into that tree.
Have we seen Yggdrasil in this cluster?
We have
No.
not.
So it could not even be a fucking tree at all. It could literally just be like a dryad or something where it's just like, I'm part tree, I'm part human. Hey, Priscilla. And that's why Priscilla is friends with this thing. Because it talks to her. And she's like, you're weird.
I feel like I watched this in
like
Master Musume before.
It is
Yeah.
Matsumi Musume. She becomes really big. Sue has to... Is it Sue? Yeah, Sue has to eat poison at one point.
Yeah.
To like detect if something's poisonous or not. So she fucking eats it. And then she becomes intoxicated by it. It's this whole entire tale.
Sue's the best.
She is.
Great. Eats
So
poison, becomes poison slime. Broken.
it could also be that you know, like with the Wizard of Oz, like how they portrayed him as like this big hulking machine and in the face, and then he's actually like this old man behind the curtains. It could be that Yggdrasil is just her home or her container, and then it's just her as the way she looks, chilling inside the tree reading her book, and then she's like, "Oh, the Beast Girl is back. Give her the thing she wants." Yay, more friends!
He was like, here's some friends. Go away. Please go away.
What if this entire
She's like,
thing
no,
is
give
just
me
Wizard
more
of
friends.
You're not actually. Didn't they have a Wizard of Oz like theme in Grimm Cluster?
Yeah, they did.
Grimm. They had Dorothy, Tin.
Were they fairy tales?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
Okay.
Makes sense.
I actually never saw Dorothy. I saw the other ones, but I never saw Dorothy.
Yeah,
Dorothy,
they had
the
the
Scarecrow,
Scarecrow,
Tin Man, the Beast, the Lion. I
They
guess.
even have the red shoes or whatnot.
Yeah, they had the ruby slippers,
Yeah, I remember the shoes.
ruby red slippers, and they also had like Oz's magic. Oz was even a card.
Yeah.
It was a weird card. But what else did
Oh,
he
she's
do?
adorable.
Yeah.
She's got some big ass eyes, but she's adorable.
I'm trying to think of like what else about these new rulers could happen. That's the other big question is what do we think Lapis' new chant is gonna do?
Oh yeah.
So we've seen him backside discard an addition or regalia?
Yes.
Chant or
No.
edition.
Chant
Edition, yeah.
It doesn't have regalia, right?
Oh yeah, you were complaining
Well,
about that.
Yeah, I was like,
It should either hit normal spells or summon spells. It should not. It needs to hit non-resonators or resonators. It should not be like very specifically not regalia. I need to hit regalia, man. Really badly.
That card
right
would
now.
have been much better. It's
Did we get his right side this time?
No, we got his backside.
We got
Oh,
back.
yeah.
Basically the same
We
angle.
got backside,
except-
backside, slightly diagonal, but mainly backside.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure the next one's just gonna be backside again, but it's just a question what because the first one was discarded. The second one is like negging the board.
Kill it.
So yeah, I guess the third one's just gonna be like straight up like pay 3, kill something, resurrect it on your side or something like.
Yeah.
So like
I'll tell you why. Dark
double moon
Invocation-
awaken, you get to resurrect on your side, so you get the under.
Oh, what if we get a reprint of what was that Lapis chant? that you paid like 400 life destroy resonate or something like that. It was one
You mean
drop
500
black.
Heteroclite
Oh,
Excalibur.
Heraclite Excalibur.
Ooh, we're
I
not gonna
was
get that
actually-
back, but maybe with Awakening, maybe it's gonna be like pay 1, -5, so it's not quick ass. But then it's like pay with like a Moon and Awakening, kill it.
Yeah.
I was going to say that the reason that Dark Indication gets rid of Chance probably is because Lapis allows you to play Chance from your opponent's grave.
once per turn or something.
Wait,
like
say that again. Sorry. Suddenly a light bulb popped in my head. I'm gonna need to
probably
bring up
said some
in
bullshit.
like 2 seconds. Say what you said.
So Dark Indication gets rid of Chant or Addition because it allows for Lapis to play Chance from your opponent's graveyard.
I like this idea. So back to what I was gonna say. That just went off in my head. Do you remember what K3 did? She had on both sides.
Moon Will could produce. Was it one? Is some? I don't know if Moon Will could be spent as
Was
one.
that the bamboo one?
or
No,
No, or was that
K-
K2?
that was a resonator.
Oh. No, I thought there was a
no? Well,
ruler
K
that had
three. You mean from the
bamboo in
Moonlit
art.
Savior, right?
Yeah.
I coulda swore-
Sorry. Technically, she does some stuff with bamboo, but it's not her name.
Okay, that's what I
and
remember.
she's
her
holding
art.
bamboo.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Uh,
I forgot about
was it Moon Will could be spent as if it was light, or was it green, or was
Green.
it both?
that. I think it was green.
Just
or maybe,
green?
but what if that's what Lapsus does? Moon Will can be spent. Like that's why his
Yeah, you
his
may
regalia
spend
can be
that.
like super easy to get out, super good, but it's only good with him because he can turn Moon Will into darkness and light. Let's just say. What did you say?
Yeah, it's you may spend Moon Will as those.
As
wind.
though it was wind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those.
And whenever a moon enters the field, you may draw a card. Yep. I knew she had something.
Okay,
to do
he
with
won't have that
bamboo.
ability. Right, I
No,
forgot about that.
no,
but yes,
I'm
friend
just
from another
thinking-
world of Kaguya.
Is there a way I can efficiently ramp out moons in a Kaguya deck?
Stop it. You know
With
what?
knowledge
We're just gonna end this
upset?
podcast here.
Whoa. I still haven't talked about my Lapis Gods art. I need to take all of my opponent's
You
deck.
talked about it for like 10 minutes last week.
He pulled out
I
the
did?
play-
Yes, you did.
I followed it. I said a very. Oh right. Yeah. I did talk about my fake gods art. Okay, I don't think that's real.
Yeah.
But I do want it to be a colossal ruler eventually. You see, what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna put Yggdrasil as a ruler, and then it's gonna have a jailer side. It's actually just the colossal version of Lapis. So you need both. So you just carry it around in your sideboard, and whenever your Lapis jailer judgments, you play this backside, and that's your colossal ruler.
Shut the fuck up, Sam.
It's how
He's
they.
banned from LGS. All right, y'all won't be seeing him at the
So,
tournament.
this has been the WLTCG podcast. It's been fun, guys. My name's Sam.
I'm Sam.
That's
And
Black
I
Sam.
am Sam.
And we've been the Sam's podcast.
Goodbye.
Bye.
This is why Sam can't R&D